Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Locking Down the Ladder. As always, this is LegnaK, and I'm hoping everybody's having a fantastic day so far. Today is the last day we're going to be using this Dome-Ice team, which really is unfortunate, but we've done this about five episodes worth, and we're ready to just move on for our next one, which, again, it's really hurtful to see because I really adore this team. It's such a fun team, but all good things must come to an end. For those who are, just tuning in for the first time, we are running a Dome-Ice LegnaK team, which is absolutely terrifying. And before we even get into this, I would like to ask a question of the day. Would you guys like me to keep the series numbered, in a chronological order, or is it not really, that important because we're just trying out different teams? We're not really worrying about trying to get to number one just yet. Starting next series, that's definitely going to be the case. We're going to get back to the roots of how we want to do this. We're still going to be using some very unorthodox teams, but the goal is to become number one. I want to know you guys' thoughts on that one before we even, I want to know that one before I continue on with this series. Still going to continue on. I just would like a little bit of input, but let's get into this, guys. I'm excited. It's bittersweet. It's very bittersweet because I really enjoy this team. I adore this team. It's very fun. And I'm trying to find out where that loss came from because we're missing a loss, and I don't know where that loss came from. Alright, so a Whale Lord. It's so small in the picture, I kind of forgot. But anyways, it's a very interesting rain team we have here. Water Spout is definitely happening. So let's go ahead and lead Indeedee Dusclops, because Dusclops should be able to handle this very well. Very well. Dusclops should be able to handle even a Specs Wailord Water Spout. I actually toyed with the idea of using Wailord myself in some points, but it didn't go through. This is definitely an ideal one for Dome-Ice, and I really think Torkoal is another perfect mon for this. So I think that's what we're going to be doing. Unfortunately, Stack Attack and Primarina may not be the ideal ones. I wanted to bring Primarina, but he's got Tsarina and Pikachu, which could be both very dangerous Pokemon. And I forgot I had this song playing. I love this song. It sounds really good. And it's very fitting. It's the last stand of this team. It's very bittersweet, very fun. And it's very do or die. So let's go ahead and do this. So here comes the rain-boosted Specs potential. I hate how Wailord's so tiny. It agitates me on how small this Wailord is. It's not right. It's not right, folks. It's a war crime. Anyways, let's see what he's actually packing. So it's a Focus Sash and a Choice Specs. I'm actually really happy that I called that. Let's just go for a Trick Room real quick, because why not? He's actually just going straight up Dynamax to Wailord, I'm guessing. I'm going to guess it's the Wailord. I didn't quite pay attention to the Pokeballs. If it's the Pelipper, I'm going to be pleasantly surprised. I'm now pleasantly surprised. I could see possibly a Max Airstream coming in here. I've never once expected him to bring in Pelipper. Or not bring in, but Dynamax Pelipper. It's very peculiar. But we're just going to follow me. We're going to try and mitigate as much damage as we possibly can onto our boy here. Look at that. Indeedee holds on like nobody's business. Dusclops actually taking a huge hit here. I was not expecting that to do that much damage. Really glad he didn't Surf or anything, because that would have been no bueno. Alright, so now we have a huge conundrum, folks. It's actually not as big as I'm making it out to be, because Dome-Ice should handle whatever is coming after this. Dome-Ice should handle this, correct? I'm hoping that he does. We're actually going to Nightshade, and the reason we're not going to Shadow Sneak and proc our own weakness policy is because a Max Airstream is almost guaranteed to be coming in here. So I'm just at this point hoping that we can handle both a Max Airstream and a Water Spout. I got a lot of faith in Delmise. I got a lot of faith in Delmise. It even shows in the Pokédex description that it is able to knock out a Whale Lord in one blow. So let's hope that the Pokédex isn't entirely frivolous with this. But we got to get rid of the giant toilet bird real quick. It's a good amount of damage. Oh, I was really hoping that was going to do more. Oh, I was really hoping that was going to do more. Alright, so Dusclops is down. We may actually lose, Delmise here. Because that was a lot of damage. That's rough. That's rough, but there wasn't much that we could do about that. That is insanely crazy. Because Stack Attacker wouldn't have been a good idea. Literally nothing that we could have done was idea. Because Stack Attacker couldn't kill it. Yeah, this was just a blowout. This is not ideal for us at all. That's really unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate that we just got blown back by a whale. Again, it's one of those things I'm quite pleasantly surprised because we never see Whale Lord. So, like, these kind of teams I'm really happy to see. Admittedly, I might try and steal this for a little bit after a while. So, there goes the whale. Here comes Sarina. Wow, that is interesting. That's smart. So he just double switches. He's going to lose both Mons here due to the eruption, but that's smart. Okay, so Dragapult. Yeah, there was absolutely no way. This match was just a losing game. Alright, so Sarina goes down. Here comes the Toilet Bird. I can guarantee the Toilet Bird's coming back in. He wants to get that sun back in, or that sun getting rid of as soon as possible. Not even mad. This was a really fun match. This was a really interesting match, and it's really, really, really sad that we're going to be losing, you know, on our last set of Mons. It's really unfortunate. It makes me sad, but that's how this game goes, unfortunately, guys. I really don't think... Yep, that's actually top tier plays right there. Top 10 plays I've seen. You know, there's a double switch. You know, take that damage and do everything. Definitely one of the top 10 plays I've seen on this series so far. So I don't want to be the guy to just forfeit. I'm not going to be that guy because, as I said, I hate it. I hate it personally because it feels ungratifying. So we're going to give it to him. Just, you know, say, hey, look, this was it. You know. Good game, guys. You know, I'm gonna let him finish it out. Let him play it out and everything. I don't like it when people forfeit. So that's a Life Orb one. So yeah. Now, and this is the game. This is the game. Really good game here. Admittedly, I am a little sad. But what could you do about this one? This one was actually really well played. Get out of my way. I'm trying to do a video, Mr. Moth. I don't know why this Moth comes in. And he shot his children at us. And here comes a potential Surf. Surf is a good one. Muddy Water's another really good one, too. So it's actually just Scald. Actually, I don't think Pelipper gets Muddy Water. I remember Surf is a pretty decently common one for some reason. But, good game. Good game to this trainer. She did really, really well. Did really, really, really well. Huh. I will figure out something to do about this upcoming match. Alright. Thank you for the mushroom. And we don't get to take a look at their team. That's one thing I was really looking forward to, and we cannot look at their team. It makes me very sad. So the beautiful thing about this is one, let me update the score before I forget. And I don't know where this other loss came from, so I'm just going to take it, you know, 20-8. I don't know where that loss came from, but it's fine. Alright, so I'm definitely going to have Indeedee Dusclops here, because this is a pretty physically oriented team. Delmai is obviously in the back, and definitely Torkoal. Definitely Torkoal. It feels kind of like a broken record when I say, yeah, this is the one I'm most comfortable with, but it truly is the team I'm more comfortable with, like the team leads and whatnot. Stakataka is a fantastic Pokemon, phenomenal Pokemon that we've actually seen firsthand just how good it is. But I really don't think Stakataka is a good idea here. We definitely want to go the more, like, the bulkier route, because Pokemon such as Metagross probably has Stomping Tantrum. You know, Landorus has got Earthquake, Max Quake, you know, it's got all these things that could do so much damage to Stakataka, and it feels like a liability at that point, whereas we could just possibly, like, burn them, we can do all that jazz, just get rid of everything. And that's going to be the game plan. We're trying to hold Indeedee as long as we possibly can. I can feel a Rock Slide coming in as well, so I can see Rock Slide and probably either Yawn, Air Slash, maybe a straight-up Dynamax. But I know Rock Slide's definitely coming 100%, you know, to get that flinch chance, because honestly, flinches is one of the more, I want to kind of say overpowered move abilities. Like, to flinch something is very, very, very dangerous. So that's actually a Crit Kiss, which we could see possibly Dynamaxing right here. As I said, you know, it's a very high chance that it could just Dynamax. We're going to go Trick Room here. So let's go ahead and Trick Room. I want to try and get, you know, the speed advantage as soon as possible. This is one of those teams that absolutely demand speed advantage. So I can see a Rock Slide. So there's a Rock Slide. It's going to do a mild amount of damage to Indeedee. Okay, so that was a critical hit. That makes a lot of sense. So there's the Air Slash. As I said, calling that he was just going to do whatever he can to double in, and he does unfortunately get the flinch on the Mon that I did not want to flinch, which is very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate, but that's how this game goes. It's exactly how this game is to be planned out. You know, it's the best way to get rid of. If you do not have taunt or anything, you definitely want to sit there and be like, look, we're going to sit there and just flinch him out. We're going to make sure. We're going to deny any kind of, we're going to deny it. We're going to do our best to deny it. So if this is a Serene Grace Togekiss, we're looking at probably like a 45% chance. I'm terrible with math. But there's a flinch again. That's fine. That's fine. You want to play it this way? You want to play it this way? We're going to play it this way. We're going to play it this way, because I am not your friend. I am not your friend. We're going to go ahead and Dynamax here. And we are going to go ahead and... do we try and go for the Trick Room either way? I think he's going to try and get rid of Dhelmise here as a potential, like, issue. I say we just go for it again. We're just getting denied here. I'm not going to complain, because this upcoming team that's coming out tomorrow is, it's no different. This team is absolutely no different. Like, once you guys see it, you guys are going to absolutely hate it. You guys are absolutely going to hate it. Okay, so here comes the Dynamax on the Landorus, which is kind of scary. It's actually really scary. Like, really, really scary, all things considered, because we can get a Max Airstream, a Max Quake, or both are going to possibly, like, KO Dusclops. Dusclops is supposed to be, like, super bulky to be able to handle these pretty well. But in the event of a potential Airstream, too, a Max Airstream could happen, too. And that might take out Dusclops. I mean, not Dusclops, Dhelmise. Which is not ideal for us. Honestly, this has just been a really bad set of runs for us, you know, like past 3 matches. So there's a Max Airstream that's not okay. Okay, that's a little more okay. That's actually a little more okay. But this Air Slash is going to crit, and it's going to kill. That's unfortunate. It wasn't a critical hit, which is really wild. But we're going to go Steel Spike. We're going to do what we can now. That Togekiss, I'm not your friend. I ain't your friend, Togi. I am not your friend, Togekiss. Alright, so Torkoal's here, which, you know, again, we're really just in a really bad position because we're now 2-3. And here comes his Rotom Wash, which is okay, but at the same time, it's very much not okay. And the reason I say that, it's okay but very much not okay, is because a Will-O-Wisp can put Dhelmise out of commission very, very quickly. And we're going to go for a max overgrowth here so we can get a little bit of residual health. We're going to go for a heat wave just in case Torkoal does survive an onslaught of a max quake. Chances are that is going to be the case. We're not going to really worry about potentially like burning with Lumberry because it does show that it does have a Lumberry on the Slanderous, which really sucks. It didn't matter. He's gone. Oh man, this is just absolute worst case scenario for us, guys. Absolute worst case scenario. You hate to see it, but you know what? Hey, he's playing to his outs, which is the best thing ever. So we actually avoid the Will-O-Wisp, so we have at least a little strand of good luck. That makes me very happy. Very happy that we get at least a little strand of good luck. And the crit. That's actually really good for us. That's really good for us. So, can Dhelmise pull this back? Like, that's the question. If Dhelmise can pull this back, that's going to be absolutely phenomenal. We're actually going to max guard here so he doesn't max airstream us. That way he doesn't, you know, have that, you know, authority on us. And that's Metagross. As much as I want to sit here and go for a max Phantasm, I have to sit there and, like, you know, against better judgment, we're going to max guard here. And the reason for that is because Landorus's only physical flying move is indeed Fly, which would make sure, it would definitely put him out of commission. So this is definitely going to put him out of commission if he does max Airstream here. Called it. So we have to play this very like, very tough. It's something I'm not wanting to deal with, but this is how we're going to have to go about it. So we do have the grassy terrain up. I don't think he's going to Earthquake. I could see a Rock Slide or even a Fly. He's going to try and Fly, you know, get those extra points off on us. But we're definitely looking at Metagross up and down. That's definitely our target mon. We want to Poltergeist it because if he does Fly, we're going to be unable to do anything. There's that Fly. Alright, so let's hope we do not get flinched by this big dude's Iron Head. Oh, please work with me for 5 seconds. There it goes. There's your weakness policy. How's that taste, buddy? Alright, so we're just going to protect here as well. We're definitely going to protect here. Solely for the fact being is it's just dumb to risk that. It's absolutely dumb to risk that. So let's go for a big protect here. Make his Fly just completely unusable. But we're going to turn around next turn and we're going to go for a... I'm kind of tossed up here. I want to take the risk of going for this Power Whip that we have. It's an 85% accuracy move, but it's going to possibly KO this Landorus. He protects. That's perfectly okay with us. That's perfectly fine. Because I think we still have another turn of grassy terrain after this, which is really good for us. Yeah, I think we still have another turn of grassy terrain after this. So, nope, that was the last one. So a Fly actually may wipe us out if we're not careful. We're going to go for the Poltergeist now because, like, that's going to be a stab move. That's going to do a little bit more damage than Power Whip. He's actually going to go for the Fly here. That's fine. We're going to just keep playing this game back and forth. We're going to just keep playing this game back and forth. I say we just own up to it. We're going to go for an Anchor Shot here because +2 we do have Steelworker. We're just going to take it. We're just going to try and take the brunt of this. He's not Swords Dance or anything. So we do survive. Hopefully this is going to be enough. I hope this is enough. If not, I'm going to be pretty upset. I'm getting a little nervous here. So let's go for this big old Anchor Shot. Is it enough to wipe out this Landorus? It is indeed. Dhelmise clutching this victory. 3v1. Dhelmise is like, no, we're not ending it in this way. Like, Dhelmise not having it. Oh man, this Dhelmise. It's going to be so sad leaving her, or him. I don't think it's actually gendered at all. But, it's going to be so sad. Because this Dhelmise is such a fun Pokemon. Like, and as you guys just seen, like, Dhelmise is one of those really tanky, scary Pokemon. Like, and I gotta say, once again, huge shout outs to Orange Sea for giving me this team, let me try this team out. And honestly, I've always liked Dhelmise, but now I'm in love with this Pokemon. Like, this Pokemon is such a good Pokemon. Alright, so order. Ooh, a Trick Room team. Dhelmise outspeeds most of that in Trick Room, so that's actually going to be our play here. Indeedee, definitely, because I want to try and fight those Terrain Wars. Terrain Wars are always fun to fight. I don't see a reason not to bring in Stakataka this time around. Stakataka might be even better. I also know 100% Dhelmise is coming, and Dhelmise does so much damage, and Torkoal might be our last link that we need here. So, just changing up our Trick Room setter this time around. That way we can also hit, you know, Marowak hard. We can hit pretty much everything here. Very, very, very hard. Plus, Stakataka is so slow. Stakataka is like the slowest competitively viable mon. Outside of Trapinch, I really want to try. I think Trapinch would be fun one day. But, oh, he's surfing on a Wailord. What is with all the Wailords today? I don't like it. I really don't like all the Wailords. It's making me very uncomfortable. And I think it might be a sign, folks. Alright, Grimmsnarl and Porygon Z. Alright, Porygon Z is a definitely fun one I gotta be careful of. That's one of those Pokemon that just, I knew, like, the moment that it was announced that it was going to be available, I knew it was going to be an absolute problem. I knew Porygon Z was going to be an absolute problem. It's not exactly, like, super broken, but it's one of those Pokemon that 100% command respect. Like, you see that, you're like, okay, we got to think about this for a second here. Oh, look at that thing. He is all sorts of, like, scary. So, actually, it just now occurred to me, he might have a Trick Room of his own, which is not going to be fun. So, he goes for a Dark Pulse. That's actually really good. Unfortunately, Indeedee does take a huge number on that one, but that does show his Life Orb, which is A-okay. I'm not worried about a Life Orb. I'm not really worried about a Life Orb. But we are going to go for an Expanding Force here, and we're actually going to also go for a Gyro Ball onto this Porygon Z. Solely for the fact being is I don't want to have any risks of a potential, you know, I don't want a potential, oh, I'm going to, you know, counter Trick Room. He may have Trick Room. A few actually do carry Trick Room. Alright, so that's a Spirit Break. That's not good. That's really not good, because that's going to be enough to knock out Indeedee. If that's a Trick Room coming. Oh, he's actually going to go for a Thunderbolt. That's a non-issue. This is an absolute non-issue now, guys. So, Porygon is gone. Porygon Z is sayonara. It was nice knowing you, Porygon. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring in Dhelmise here. Dhelmise is definitely what the doctor ordered. Oh, yes it is. Oh, yes it is. Because Dhelmise actually underspeeds Marowak in Trick Room if you take a look at this nice, lovely little 40 speed compared to Marowak's 45 speed. And that's all we needed. That's all we need. So let's go ahead and go for a big old Max Phantasm here. And we're going to go for a Brutal Swing. Brutal Swing is definitely the other play here. So we're getting our proc, we're getting our Weakness Policy proc. I think it's obvious, guys, that I have the complete inability to speak. Especially when doing Pokemon battles, guys, because I get so caught up in the moment. I get absolutely caught up in the moment. And there he goes, Dynamaxing his own Marowak, which we should still kill. We should still kill. I'm hoping that we do. If not, it's going to be a very awkward situation. Very, very awkward situation that I do not want to be part of. This is going to be a very awkward situation I don't want to be part of. So that's still a lot of damage. Now we got to be careful because he does have Reflect up. That's the part that I'm most concerned about. That's the part I'm most absolutely concerned about. I don't know why I was concerned. Do not know why I was concerned whatsoever. This Pokemon, it's so good. Dhelmise is such a good Pokemon. Like, Honestly, I'm not even worried about a Spirit Break. Literally nothing he can do to us at this point worries me in any way, shape, or form. We're on cloud 9, folks. We're gonna probably finish this last match with a victory, and that's something that you always want to have. And here it goes. Here comes the music. Always love to hear that. Like the chanting. Honestly, it's going to be sad because I know future Pokemon games are probably not going to have the chanting, but that is by far my favorite part about Pokemon battles in this generation is the chanting. It just makes it seem like such an actual sporting event. He actually does just forfeit, which is alright, you know. As I said, it's very, like, ungratifying. It feels a little like... It feels hollow. So... it's fine. It's fine. So let's actually check out the trainer's team real quick before, you know, we wrap up today. So it was a Gigantamax capable Rillaboom with Assault Vest, which, you know, that's a very, very good set right there. I mean, that's what our last one was running ourselves, so. Adamant Nature. So we would have won the Terrain War 100% of the time. Knockoff Drain Punch, Fake Out, and Grassy Glide, which is a very, very interesting one. Very, very interesting. I like that. See, our next Pokemon, or his next Pokemon, I should say, is Light Clay Grimmsnarl, English, Work With Me. It's got the great impish nature going for it. You know, it makes sense he's an imp as well, so it's funny. So Fake Out, Spirit Break, Light Screen, Reflect, which is really, really good. Thank God we didn't have to worry about his Fake Out and everything. Porygon Z, you know, Life Orb, Timid Nature, Protect, Dark Pulse, Hyper Beam, Thunderbolt, which is, you know, your standard Porygon Z team. Or it's really good. It's like your standard one. Very solid, very strong. Absolutely terrifying Pokemon. I'm so glad that we dispatched it as fast as we did. So glad we dispatched it as fast as we did. So here comes the Hatterene. Focus Sash Hatterene, which is really, really interesting. I like Focus Sash Hatterene. It's better than Babiri Berry in my opinion. So we got the Quiet Nature, Trick Room, Dazzling Gleam, Expanding Force, Mystical Fire. It's your kind of standard set for a G-Max capable Hatterene. Can't really see anything wrong with that. And got the Marowak here. It was 49 speed, so I think it may have not have been perfectly min speed. I don't remember. I could be wrong. But, you know, it's a really solid set. Flare Blitz, Poltergeist, Boomerang, and Protect. I kind of go on over to Stomping Tantrum because it's 100% accuracy, but that's a great Sash Breaker set. That's very similar to the set I ran back in Gen 7, but, you know, obviously Shadow Bone set or Poltergeist. But really good one that there. Psychic Seed and Deity, you know, Calm Nature. Expanding Force, Safeguard, which is actually, I like the idea of Safeguard. That's really, really good. Follow Me, Helping Hand. That's really, really good. I like that. You know, you're sacrificing Protect, but it's to help protect your teammates. I like that a lot. But, yeah, this guy's team was really, really nice. I liked seeing this team. This was a really fun team. But I think that's where we're going to wrap up today, guys. This was a really fun team. Again, if you guys want to check it out, the description or, like, the team rental code is going to be down below. In a Twitter link, so definitely go ahead and check that out. Thank you guys for watching. As always, if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, turn those notifications on so you guys know when I do upload a video, and I'm trying to upload every single day. But that being said, you guys take it easy. We'll see you guys next time, and be safe and take care.